The man needs to face 24 enemies alone, and successfully held them off for 15 minutes. Seeing the enemies still in the distance, he picked up his weapon and walked to the balcony. Before the enemies could react, the man started firing wildly. The weapon spewed red flames, and some enemies were hit even before they got out of their vehicles. The surviving enemies quickly regrouped, splitting into two teams. One team used vehicles as cover and started shooting at the man, while the other team took position by the wall, providing heavy firepower, forcing the man to retreat to the first floor. Then the enemies near the vehicles launched a fierce attack, while the enemies by the wall provided cover. Although the man had disappeared from sight, the enemies continued firing, and then the enemies advanced towards the wooden house, shooting through the door. After setting up traps, the man hid in the basement. He left his phone in the basement, and the enemies checked the device, thinking the man was still in the basement, and started searching the surrounding area. But by this time, the man had crossed the street and reached the other side through a tunnel. When he crawled out from behind the cover, the enemies inside the house triggered the trap. A mushroom cloud rose. The scene was breathtaking. The man glanced at his watch, and there were only 7 minutes left on the countdown. He had no choice but to keep moving forward. The enemies used the sound of gunfire to determine his location, and a small group of enemies quickly closed in. Meanwhile, the man noticed more enemies approaching from the woods, so he decided to retreat. However, the moment the man left the cover, he was hit.